wanted to take a few minutes to discuss go over a little bit about what we talked about in our recent postpartum seminar, our Healing After Baby, and then what we're also going to touch on in the future one that we're having at Dragonfly Yoga Studio on June 6th. So the meat of the seminar was focused on postpartum movement and how to safely return to exercise after baby. We also discussed that things like prolapse, urinary incontinence, diastasis, back pain, poor posture, these are not things that you have to just kind of accept. These are things that you can fix. One thing that we really discussed was the power of breathing, and how everyday movements can affect the way we stand, the way we breathe, and also the way we exercise. So one of the moms that was at the seminar came on Monday for a postpartum session, and we got to talking about exercise after baby. And this is a woman who worked out until the last week of her pregnancy. She did CrossFit her whole pregnancy, and she's now really focused on regaining that foundation before going back to the work, which I completely admire. It takes restraint, it takes patience, and it takes awareness for someone who was so active during pregnancy to kind of sit back and allow that time for her body to heal and really focus on that inner work, that inner core strength, before going back to all of that really heavy duty lifting. So we also got to talking about the pressure there is, and this body image pressure, especially for moms. We discussed at the seminar this transition from maidenhood to motherhood, and wanting to stay, like a lot of society wants us to stay in this young maiden-esque era, but we also have to really fully embrace what motherhood is. And in motherhood, we are nurturing, we are gentle, we are caring to our babies. So we really need to do the same to ourselves. We need to be nurturing, caring, and gentle, especially in those first few months. So my takeaway with this is I really encourage you that when you do go back to exercising, one, listen to your body. If something does not feel right, if you feel pressure down in the pelvic floor, or if you feel strain in your back or even your abdomen, especially the abdomen, it's really important to reevaluate what you're doing. Two, find a class or an instructor who has knowledge or understands postpartum movement. And there you may say, well, there's not a lot of people out there that maybe advertise that or market it. It's coming. I think that this is a big wave that people are going to really start to understand and realize this is a much needed community that's underserved. So with that being said, please, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or message me here on Facebook. But until then, I hope that you rest, recover, and listen to your body. And then that way you can be even stronger than you were before you had your baby.